Imagine visiting your neighbor's garden, expecting beautiful flowers, but instead, you see stones everywhere, and the tiny flowers are so small, you accidentally step on them. Today we explore a humorous poem called A Concrete Example. Let's discover why this poem is funny, and what it secretly teaches us about perspective and appreciation. The poem is written by Reginald Arkell. He was a British journalist, writer and poet known for his light humor and simple storytelling. His poems often describe ordinary situations, but with a funny twist that makes readers think. A Concrete Example is a perfect example of his gentle humor and observation of everyday life.
My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, has got a garden full of stones. A crazy path, a lily pond, a rockery, and just beyond a sundial with a strange device, which Mrs. Jones thinks rather nice. My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, puts little plants between the stones. They are so delicate and small, they don't mean anything at all. I can't think how she gets them in, unless she plants them with a pin. My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, once asked me round to see her stones. We stood and talked about a flower for quite a quarter of an hour. "Where is this lovely thing?" I cried. "You're standing on it," she replied.
The title, A Concrete Example, has a double meaning. Concrete means something real and clear, but it also refers to hard stone or cement. In the poem, the garden is literally full of stones, making the title both funny and clever. The speaker describes his neighbor Mrs. Jones, who has a garden full of stones. She places very tiny plants between the stones, but they are so small that people hardly notice them. When the neighbor invites him to admire a beautiful flower, he cannot find it. Finally, she tells him something surprising. He was standing on the flower the whole time. My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, has got a garden full of stones. The speaker introduces Mrs. Jones, his neighbor. Instead of flowers, her garden mainly contains stones.
A crazy path, a lily pond.
Crazy path means a path made from irregular stones. A lily pond is a small pond where water lilies grow.
A rockery, and just beyond.
A rockery is a part of a garden decorated with rocks and small plants.
A sundial with a strange device, which Mrs. Jones thinks rather nice.
The speaker, however, seems slightly amused. My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, puts little plants between the stones. She grows very small plants in the gaps between stones. They are so delicate and small. Delicate, very fragile or easily damaged. They don't mean anything at all. The speaker humorously says the plants seem too small to be important. This shows his lack of appreciation. I can't think how she gets them in, unless she plants them with a pin. Hyperbole, exaggerated statement.
My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, once asked me round to see her stones.
We stood and talked about a flower for quite a quarter of an hour.
"Where is this lovely thing?" I cried.
"You're standing on it."
The twist of the poem. The flower is so tiny that the speaker is actually standing on it. This creates humor and surprise. Structure features. 3 stanzas, rhyming couplets, A, B, B, C, C pattern, light, conversational tone, simple language. Main themes, different perspectives, appreciating small things, humor in everyday life. What one person finds beautiful, another might fail to notice. The poem teaches us, small things can be beautiful. Beauty depends on how we look at things. Pay attention to details around you. Sometimes we miss wonderful things simply because we are not looking carefully. 1. Why does the speaker fail to appreciate the garden? 2. Do you think Mrs. Jones's garden is beautiful? Why? 3. Have you ever missed something beautiful because it was too small or simple? Comment your answers below. If you enjoyed learning poetry in a simple and fun way, do watch the channel English EdTech for more poem explanations. And remember, sometimes the most beautiful things in life are the smallest ones.